Wow. Yo, what's up? N.W.J. Getting real excited about these fights coming up in Saudi Arabia, man. The Saudis know how to put on an event, don't they? They build their arenas fast, they get fights together fast. We got Frank Sanchez versus Junior Fall. We got Bivol, forget the dude he's fighting. I think Bivol's the only fight on the card that's not heavyweight. Um, we got Big Baby Miller versus Daniel Dubois. I had no idea that this fight was happening. No idea. We got Deontay Wilder versus Joseph Parker. And what I believe is the main event, Anthony Joshua versus Otto Wylien. They fought twice in the amateurs. I believe that Anthony Joshua won both of those fights. And they had a lot to say in the face-off. And I could tell Joshua didn't like what Otto Wallin was saying. He was talking about when he sparred with Joshua, and he said Joshua was in his pretty much prime back then and peaking, and now I guess he's saying he's on the decline. And Joshua said, people don't even know what their peak is. So I thought that was an interesting thing for Wallin to say, because when you're going into a fight, even if you think that, you don't want to look at your opponent as coming in there not at his best. You always want to prepare for the best version of the guy you're going to face. So I don't know if he's just trying to get in AJ's head or what, but I thought that was a strange thing to say, and it was kind of disrespectful. So he just fired AJ up even more, and I think AJ will pull it through. I don't think it'll be easy, because Otto Wallin is tricky. He gave Tyson Fury fits, plus he's a southpaw, and he sparred with Joshua, fought him twice in the amateurs, so he knows a little bit what he's facing. But Joshua's a lot bigger and stronger now and has improved immensely since then. So, it was cool. And then Big Baby Miller started running his mouth like the boxing toilet. And AJ had to check him, told him he'd go down there and slap him. He's like, don't start with me. Kind of like I told the boxing outlet, you don't want it over here, homie. Not at all. You do not want it. But anyway, Big Baby Miller's talking his stuff and telling AJ to pick his poison. He was saying, yeah, Deontay will do this to you and I'll put you in the hospital, so pick your poison. It's like, dude, you're 300 pounds and you got pillow fists, man. Like, who's really intimidated, man? I'm hoping he's not getting in Daniel Dubois' head, because a lot of people are looking at Dubois like he's soft now because of what happened with him and Joe Joyce, what happened against Usyk. And I still say Dubois should be champion right now, because he really beat Usyk. But I just think Big Baby Miller is doing all this. It's like, first pass your drug test and then talk, because if he gets caught again for PEDs, I don't want to see him on any more panels. And this dude got more drugs in him than a crack house in the 80s. But I should say. Hopefully he's clean now. It makes you wonder what's up with a dude that's like as heavy as him with such a high punch output. I don't think he's punching as many. I don't think he's putting out as many punches as he used to. But I believe it's still kind of high volume, especially for somebody that weight. But I'll give my breakdowns the closer we get to this fight. I'm hoping everybody that was on the stage shows up for the fight. I hope everybody passed their drug tests. Frank Sanchez couldn't appear at the fight. Oh, I forgot Hergovich. Yeah, he's on the panel too. Not sure the dude he's fighting, but man, it's a stacked card, and whatever the pay-per-view is for it, like, it's well worth it, especially if you're in the heavyweight boxing, and that's what I love. I love the big boys getting in there scrapping, you know what I mean? And yeah. This press conference came out of the blue, because I had just done a video on my main platform, the J. Roos Theory, that there were talks of Joshua versus Wallin and Wilder versus Parker for the 23rd. I thought they were just in talks. Next thing I know, the next day I see a press conference, and it's like all the top fighters on stage together. I'm like, how in the world did they pull this together that quick, man? Whatever the Saudis are doing to get these fights going, I mean, America, you need to be like, hey, teach us how to negotiate. I know the Saudis got big paper too, but apparently they know how to deal with the different promotional camps. Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren, Top Rank, Matchroom, they know how to deal with all that. So it's great to see all these fighters getting ready to mix it up. And I don't know the paychecks for each fighter, which really isn't important to me. I just want to see these guys mix it up. And we're still not getting Joshua Wilder, but it's they made up for it kind of by putting all these fighters on the same fight card. I believe Bivol, like I said, was the only one on the card that's not a heavyweight, and this will be a great night of boxing. You won't want to miss any of the undercards. I'm really looking forward to the Dubois Miller fight. I'm looking forward to the next press conference if they have one because we're so close to the fight. I think it's only about 6 weeks away. I'm looking forward to the weigh-in because Big Baby Miller's going to be trying to get in Dubois' head because people think he's a quitter. And I was just hoping Dubois would give him more at the press conference. I know Dubois is not really a talker, and I appreciate that. And I guess he didn't want Miller to take him out of his element by trying to do something he's not really accustomed to. But I was just hoping that he would speak Big Baby Miller's language. When a dude's doing that much talking, you got to slap him down, verbally, like I did the boxing toilet. You got to just slap them down and let them know their place, like they're not in your league. So Dubois got to do more. I don't think being quiet with Big Baby Miller is going to work. You got to let them know what it is. And I know personally, I'm not intimidated by anybody 300 pounds, especially if they got pillow fists. And Dubois is a harder puncher, so everything wrong with Dubois is happening upstairs. He's got the physical tools, the size, the speed, the power, and the gifts. It's just somewhere during the fight. It's like since that N.W.J fight, he's just something psychologically makes him feel like he can't do it, I guess, and he bows out. But I'm going to have to talk to Coach James Bashir and see if he's working in the Dubois camp for this fight. But anyway, I'm real excited about it. All these heavyweights on one card. This is crazy. And Deontay Wilder had nothing respect for Joseph Parker, nothing but respect for him. Joshua let Big Baby Miller know, like, dude, please. And him and Walean got into it. Joshua was pointing at him. They were toe to toe. And Joshua said he's going to mess him up to clean it up. And man, this should be a great night of fights. A great night of fights, man. If you're in the heavyweight boxing, you gotta love it. Even if you're not in the heavyweight boxing, I'm sure you won't want to miss this one. If this is the first fight that you've ever watched, you might want to tune in because there's gonna be some knockouts. I think even what's his name's on the card. What's his name? Matt Murkoff, whatever, the scary looking heavyweight man now. That dude is ferocious, man. Got that constant neck twitch. The dude is huge. He can punch, man. This is crazy. This is crazy because, like I said, this presser just came on everybody by surprise. I don't think nobody expected a presser this quick. Anyway, it's N.W.J. Thanks for watching. LSR forever. You weak platforms out there, you know who you are. You don't want it with me on screen or the streets or the ring. Trust me. You don't want it. You don't want it. You don't want it. Anyway, N.W.J. We're closing the year. This is perfect too, by the way, to close the year. We've had a big year for boxing. A big year. This is a great way to go into 2024. We're right off the back of the Ngannou Fury fight. And this is a great way to end it. And yeah, LSR forever. Like I said, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, all that, and hit the thumbs up. And let's make sure this page takes off. Like what? Like a car with the brakes off. Blow.